The merchandise train for this movie might eventually bury me in Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles toys. And honestly, I probably wouldn't be any happier than that.
It's morphin' time!
Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to another Sonic the Hedgehog movie toy review. Today I'll be looking at the Build-A-Bear Workshop versions of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, because they're all here, and congratulations, it's also the release of the movie today. So, no spoilers, because I haven't seen it, and won't see it till next week, so no spoilers in the comments either, please. I really would appreciate that. Alright, so let's start with Sonic. So for those that are unaware of Build-A-Bear Workshop's whole deal, you get to build a bear. It started as teddy bears and it's exploded into a whole big thing. They do a lot of these licensed characters. I've got several of their Pokemon releases. This is just a really nice Sonic. Build-A-Bear stuff is on the pricier side, but there is some benefit. For example, this guy is very tall. If you can tell by ye old review set being in a different position, like you can't see the bottom of his feet here, I can sort of balance him. You can sort of get him to lean there. But essentially, busting this out, this guy from the bottom of his feet to the top of his head is about 18 inches tall. So you're talking about a very large Sonic. But there is a price factor to that. So being the nature of a Build-A-Bear Workshop Hedgehog, he's got, you know, some upgradable features. So for example, this whole thing with the, you know, with the ring, with the shoes, with the sound box look at, that was a online bundle that I did, which was $57, I think. I want to say 57. Yeah, 57. So the Sonic himself, which we'll look at in this moment, without the shoes, just Sonic is $32. The ring is $7.50. The shoes are $9.50, and his sound box is $8. So it does kind of add up if you want the whole package. But you do end up with a very nice looking Sonic. I mean, for example here, I think the face looks good. He does have kind of like a no neck thing going on, but it's a Sonic plush. It's kind of just, I mean, it's Sonic. He doesn't really have like a defined neck. But you know, you got really nice stitch work, really nice design work. And just overall, he's very soft. I like how soft he is. This is much like that Target exclusive plush we looked at before. Very soft kind of fabric to him, which is really cool. And then, like, going down to his shoes, he's got these really sweet shoes. Now, these shoes are separate, so if you just get Sonic on his own, he's going to have these white sock-like feet, but he's got, like, the Sonic 2 logo on them. But here's the shoes, which seemingly could be worn by any bear that could be built. Now, I noticed so I ordered him online. You can buy him in store. I just don't know if stores got him yet. My stores didn't have him according to the store checker. They put them on with the logo on the inside, so I'm going to swap them over. But there's what his feet look like without the shoes. And getting the shoes on can be a little tricky. You just got to kind of stuff them in there. They have like a faux leather sort of covering, so they do look nice. But yeah, it kind of feels like, in a way, if you don't buy the shoes, he's sort of incomplete, which is kind of a bummer because the shoes are an extra like $10. And this is the only one of these three that we're looking at today that have the shoe things, but they kind of like, he's got socks, and then you can get the shoes on him here. So I'm gonna get this one done off screen, just so I'm not reaching around the camera, and we'll come back and look at the other things. So looking at Sonic's other accessories, he does have a gold ring. So this, again, can be bought separately. We'll just stay, there we go. So this is just basically a soft, really gold chromey, it's very shiny and reflective. You can see here's his tag, the tag specific to the ring. But, you know, there you go. You got, like, this really soft, really nice ring. Little wrist thing. So it goes right over his hand. Which is, there you go. All set. He's got the ring. The last thing is a sound box. And the sound box here is in his hand. It depends on where it gets put. When you get it built in person, they'll usually ask. Most of the time it'll go in the hand, if the hand's big enough, because that's just an easy way to go, oh, hey, there's where that Build-A-Bear logo is. You can just press it. So let's hear what Sonic has to say.
Blue Justice, trademark pending. Fast is my thing, remember? Yeah, Donut Lord and the Blue Blur are back at it again. Welcome to Sonic Air, the fastest way to travel. I make this look good. pending.
So there you go. You got some sounds from movie Sonic, which is nice. It actually is the voice actor from the movie, which is pretty cool overall. And that gives him kind of an authentic feel. So overall, I mean, Sonic's nice. Again, you are going to be kind of paying for each step of this. I would say at minimum get him with the shoes, because he just doesn't look right without the shoes. And it's unfortunate that these shoes are basically like an additional item. But, you know, if you get him with the shoes, you're pretty good. I don't know if you need the ring. It's up to you. And the sound is nice if you want it. It's an option. Yeah, so he's pretty cool. He, like I said, you can get him in stores or online. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a really nice Sonic, it's a really nice Sonic. And here's a size comparison / style comparison between the Jax Basic Sonic plush and the Jax Premium plush, which is a Target exclusive in the US and is available in GameStop in Canada. And overall, you can see they're all kind of a little different. I think this one's got the most intense eyes. This one's probably got the cutest face. This one seems a little bit more movie accurate. He's got the longest nose, which is kind of nice. But overall, there's your comparison of different Sonic movie plushes. And then here is the Build-A-Bear Movie Sonic with the Jax Classic Sonic Jumbo plush, which I adore because he's very much classic Sonic. You can see that they're sort of in the same size class, even though this guy's got a much bigger head. But yeah, there we go, giant Sonics. All right, so next up we have Tails. And the cool part about Tails is he's a lot simpler than Sonic. So where Sonic came with, you know, all the extra stuff, Tails is pretty straightforward. So looking at him here, he just looks great. I mean, it's Tails. He looks adorable. He's got a plastic nose, which is nice. I like how they always just have like extra fabric to be like, oh, look at the little side things. You got the ears. He's got that same sort of plushy feel that Sonic does, where he's just really soft. You can see he's got the Build-A-Bear stamp here, but they did opt to put his sound box in his chest because that's just too small for the sound box. But we'll listen to that in a bit. He's got his tails. They are separate, which is cool. So you got the separate two tails, which allows him to kind of sit better. And then you got his shoes, which aren't a separate piece. They're just part of the fabric design, which is nice because Tails is essentially a lot cheaper than Sonic. So Sonic was $32, Tails is $30. Sonic requires you to buy shoes to get the proper look, Tails doesn't. So with the sound, Tails is a total of $38, which is nice. What's also nice is he's not exclusive to the online sale. He is actually also available in store. You can also see he's got trouble standing compared to Sonic because his feet don't have the flat bottom of the shoes. But anyways, Tails is nice for that function because he's actually a little bit cheaper of an option. But I'm going to take the sticker off of here because I put this here just to let me know that's where the sound is. But let's take a look and hear what Tails has to say.
We have to help him. You don't know what he's up against. Let's do this. I found him. I just hope I'm not too late. Maybe being weird isn't so bad. Everyone calls me Tails. You're probably wondering why.
So there you go. That's kind of Tails' voice, which, again, is wonderful because it's also Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who's voiced Tails for years, and she got to do Tails' voice for the movie, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So now we've got pretty much, you know, almost a perfect Tails, not just for the movie, but in general, having that voice there. So let's compare Tails to some of the other Tails. All right, so here's Tails with the Jax movie Tails, little basic plush there. They're very similarly rendered in a lot of ways, but the Build-A-Bear Tails is a lot more detailed and a lot plushier. And here is Tails with the Jumbo Tails plush, which is the classic video game look. So you can kind of see that they're sort of in the same size class, just differently proportioned, which is kind of cool. And here is Sonic and Tails next to each other, so you can get kind of an idea. Height-wise, they are, you know, properly scaled, which is, it's hard to show. Geez, these things are hard to stand. But essentially, you can see Tails, let's get to the top of their heads. Tails is a little shorter than Sonic. So they're roughly about the same size, but Tails is a little shorter. And I'm not sure if that's because of the shoes. All right, lastly, we have Knuckles, who doesn't sit well because he's got a little too much plush in him, and he doesn't, like, support against the wall well because he's got not enough plush in him. Point is, here's Knuckles. Now, Knuckles has a little bit of an asterisk next to him. He's an online exclusive, so you won't be able to find him in store, which kind of sucks, but I guess Knuckles is not as popular. But at least Sonic and Tails are in store. So Knuckles, you will have to order him. He is $32, which is not too bad. And he's actually the cheapest overall because there's no sound box for him. Poor Knuckles he's sad because he doesn't get to speak. That's because he's got, you know, Idris Elba voicing him in the movie, and I don't think they could find a contract negotiation with Idris Elba to have his voice in a Build-A-Bear and that Build-A-Bear not be really expensive. But anyways, Knuckles doesn't have a voice box, but does that make him less cool? Kinda does. He doesn't seem as fully featured as Sonic and Tails because of that, but it's still nice to have a Knuckles. I will never deny Knuckles. He is really soft and plushy, just like the others, but he's got kind of more like body mass, so he's a little bit like more huggable in a lot of ways. But, you know, well-rendered face. I like he's got a smile on him. He's got his, you know, trademark knuckles, which are actually really cool. I actually like the way they were done. They're not like flimsy cloth like the Jax one, but they're just like really, you know, stiff, ready to punch things kind of thing. Again, shoes are really nice. They put his Build-A-Bear stamp on his foot because Knuckles. And they also got the Sonic 2 stamp over there. So, I mean, he's pretty nice overall. I guess I've never really shown the back of any of these. So there's you know, he's got a little tail because he's Knuckles. He's an echidna. And he looks nice. It's just, compared to the other two, he doesn't have the voice box, which means he's a little, like, lesser in a way. But if you're looking for a big Knuckles, this is your only option, because it's not like Jax has made a jumbo Knuckles. And, you know, we might as well just do this here since he's already sitting. Here is the Jax movie Knuckles, who I think has kind of a funny face. So there you go. I mean, there's your comparison right there. Like I said, he's got just, like, flimsy little Knuckles. This guy's a little bit beefier. So, I mean, it's not a regret. It just kind of sucks that we couldn't get a voice box for Knuckles because it kind of just doesn't match with the other two. But it's still nice to have Knuckles at all, so, you know, 50-50 things. And there is all three standing next to each other with help, so you can get an idea of scale. Knuckles is a little larger, I will give him that, which is cool because they do feel nicely scaled to each other. Okay, so these are really nice if you're willing to spend the money. The price is going to be like the biggest thing I talk about here because, yeah, Sonic was $57 in total, Tails was $38, Knuckles was $32. That's a lot of coin, or a lot of rings if you want to be cute. And they are worth it, I feel, because they are really nice, high-quality plushes of these characters, but they are a bit expensive, so keep that in mind. But overall, I'm pretty happy with these. They are pretty nice, and I'm glad that you can pick up Sonic or Tails in a store. That especially helps with accessibility for kids. Just kind of sucks that Knuckles over here is missing a sound box and exclusive to online, but it's nice having the trio. Now, that does it for this review, and I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to keep up with future videos on the channel. We are likely doing more Sonic stuff. It's been very popular on this channel. I love Sonic stuff, so we're going to keep reviewing. There is some projects in the works. In the comments down below, tell me which of the three is your favorite, but I ask that you refrain from spoilers for two reasons. One, if I upload this when I think I am, the movie just came out in the US, and that's where I live, and I can't actually see the movie opening weekend because I'm going to a Star Trek convention, which happened to be timed at the same time, so I can't get to the movie yet. So if everyone could refrain from spoilers, I'd really appreciate that. I'm still looking forward to the movie. I'm going to see it right when I get back from this convention trip. It just happened to line up to the same weekend as the opening weekend of Sonic. But anyways, if we can have no spoilers in the comments, that would be fantastic for everyone until we all get a chance to see it. But yeah, until then, check out my awesome graphic designer on Twitter at darkclaw643 and check out Hero Club at hero-club.com. And until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.